The United States Department of Justice this week filed a motion in court letting the courts know that the DOJ will no longer be protecting Donald Trump from the defamation lawsuit filed against him by reporter E. Jean Carroll. Now, this move by the DOJ to represent Donald Trump in this defamation case caused a lot of backlash back when it was announced. And I remember sitting here talking about the case and explaining that even though I didn't like the decision, I understand why they had to make the decision. Because after all, in this defamation lawsuit that Trump is still facing from E. Jean Carroll, and this is actually the first one, the one that was just tried was actually the second one she had filed. In this first one, the alleged defamation happened while Donald Trump was president of the United States. And his defense was that I made these defamatory statements as president, so they were actually official presidential statements that occurred in the line of my duty, therefore the DOJ is required to protect me. Oh, and also I have immunity. The DOJ begrudgingly at the time in 2021 said, yeah, we kind of have to, sorry, but we're going to do it. And everybody was mad, and I get the anger, but I also understand why they had to do it. This week, the DOJ said, you know what, screw this. We're not going to do it anymore. We are officially telling the court that the alleged defamatory statements that you made were not part of your regular job as President of the United States, and therefore you do not have immunity from being sued, and because they weren't your official duties, we're not going to represent you anymore, and instead you're going to have to rely on your ragtag team of B-list lawyers who've already proven, for the record, that they can't defend you in this particular case based on the outcome of the previous one. But best of luck to you, the DOJ says. We're out. This is huge. This is a huge benefit, by the way, to E. Jean Carroll. But here's what's actually going on. When the DOJ decided that they were bowing out of the case, they didn't do it because they suddenly realized we don't have to do it. What happened was that E. Jean Carroll had actually filed an amendment to the lawsuit because Donald Trump had kept on allegedly, because he hasn't been found guilty, defaming her. Due to the fact that he continued the same behavior and continued repeating the same statements while he was not president of the United States, the DOJ was able to surmise from that we don't have to represent you anymore because now you're still making those statements as not the president, so we can back out and everything's okay on our end. So kudos to the DOJ for doing the right thing. Best of luck to E. Jean Carroll in this. I know that Trump, of course, has countersued her. That's probably not going to go very well because in order for Trump to have a valid counterclaim against her, because she says he raped her, he says he didn't, so he's suing for defamation based on the result of the previous lawsuit, which said that he did engage in sexual battery, but not necessarily rape. But in order for Trump to prove that she lied about the rape, he's going to have to provide a DNA sample to match it up or to prove that he didn't get his DNA on the infamous outfit that she was wearing that day. So that's not going to go the way that Trump wants. And based on his lawyer's handling of the previous defamation case, I don't think that her lawsuit against him is going to go the way that he wants either, now that the DOJ is officially out of the picture. Thanks for watching, everyone, and well, here comes the awkward part at the end of the video where I ask you to like, comment, and share, and subscribe for more content from Ring of Fire. Also, you should consider becoming a member for some exclusive content and perks, including early access videos and exclusive videos. Check out the link in the description.